I'm Mitch.
I'm Dan.
I'm Jake.
We are the Young Presidents, and this is our Hip Spotlight.
After Coalition, where do you go after working with the New York Philharmonic, right? So we deconstructed the whole sound and built it again from the ground up.
The record was also pretty heavy for all of us because our number one fan had passed away from a heroin overdose. And when he passed, Jake and I were like, looked at each other and I was like, we got to write about this because there's nothing else that's going to cure this pain. He was the guy that got me to buy a bass guitar at age 12. The first guy to get us our tour manager and get us on the radio and wanting us to take it to the next level, and was always pushing for us. It was very cathartic for us.
I wouldn't lose you, I'd still refuse you, I could abuse you, you were the one to choose and call my...
I think what we're falling in love with is recording and being in certain environments, and it brings out such amazing stuff from an artistic standpoint for us.
I had like kind of this idea in my head of kind of hitting the road, not necessarily in a car, but kind of just like walking out of a city. I had this visual of this, I don't want to say a cowboy, but kind of like a lonesome ranger. And then it was like loner came in, and then it was just like loner, I'm a loner, lonesome ranger walking down the road. Oh my gosh, walking away from commitment. It very beautifully and very quickly fell into place. So we're talking amongst ourselves about how we can promote this song Loner, and I came up with this idea for a dance video because one of my really good friends is a dancer, and we were just having a conversation while listening to the song, and he's like, I could so see dancing. And so I put myself in charge of finding the dancer. I grew up in theater. I know a lot of dancers. I fell in love with this one girl specifically that one of my friends recommended. Her name's Logan, and she has this emotion and this way of like being really silly while also being just incredibly breathtaking at the same time. And I really wanted to capture that. I mean, in my head, this song is about, kind of finding your internal struggle and being able to admit to yourself that like you can walk away, but like not losing who you were while doing that.
The day before we were supposed to shoot this video, the director, who had come in from California, we're all ready to go. There was a catastrophic fire, and my attention had to be there, and I had to take care of it, and literally the whole thing was canceled. So he gets back on a plane, takes off. Directorial debut of Daniel Jackson came about because I wasn't going to fly this guy back to New York to direct this film, and it was really Dan's vision, as he was alluding to with Logan and the story, and I said, you're going to direct it, man. I trust you. I believe in you. This is our project. Let's make it happen.
I freaked out so hard. I was so touched and honored when he called me. I was like, do you realize that I've literally never directed anything? And it meant a lot to me because like I immediately was like, you know what? I can do this. So I talked to a few people that I know. That I have a friend who's a Broadway director, and I was just like, what do I do? I literally showed up with my copious amount of notes, and I said, this is what I want to do. I mean, everyone handled my little amateur butt really, really well. And for a directorial debut, I couldn't have asked for anything better. I think I'm spoiled. I'll never get that good again.
I just think for us it was inspiring as a band to work with another medium like dance in order to tell a story about our music and about what we were trying to do. So that was really, to me, one of the highlights, was just to take what we were doing into a different type of art and combine that with our music. That was really inspiring.